Admiral's Log. The trial by fire of the new destroyers was both thrilling and nerve-wracking. I had high hopes for this new class of destroyers, and they certainly did not disappoint. Even though the enemy cruiser was much larger and had substantially more firepower, even one of these destroyers was able to hold its own and cause significant damage before retreating. I consider this to be a success, as well as valuable feedback that our current doctrine works. The ongoing conflict between France and Austria-Hungary has presented us with a unique opportunity in the meanwhile. With France preoccupied on the European front, we have a chance to make a decisive naval landing in Croatia. This could potentially give us even more influence in Europe and further strengthen our position in the Adriatic Sea. It will be a daunting task, but with enough ships supporting the landing, we should be able to pull it off. As we continue our operations against Austria-Hungary, I am reminded of the sacrifices that our sailors have made throughout these wars. The loss of Yoshima was a heavy blow to our navy, but we've persevered and achieved great success. I am proud of the resilience and determination of our forces, and I'm confident that we will bring great honor to Japan through winning this war. Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome to episode 31. We are no longer at war with the Italians. The British made peace, and seeing as the British were the ones that pulled me into the war with the Italians, I don't... Okay, I can claim victory, and I can get stuff from them. 20 million for a destroyer? Really? Okay, I'm going to get the Corazzieri, because I'm just very interested to see what they have for a $20 million destroyer. Thank you. And the rest is going to be going into my savings. I'm still at war with Austria-Hungary, so don't worry. There is definitely... Sorry. Ships getting hit by friendly mines? You idiots. Oh my god. Okay. Portugal is now my friend. Bulgaria would like a ship. And we're invading Western Sicily. Stand down, boys, because we kind of just made peace with these people. Status on the ships, damage, none. Excellent. Let's go party in, well, at least in the Ionic Sea. Ionian. Could we take this? Or this? Huh? 4,700 soldiers only? Or... Croatia? Wow. We're going to Croatia, people. Western Sicily's been nice. We got a new order. Just take the port of Spalato from them, because it's one of their biggest ports. Why not? Anyway, what is this new ship? What sort of DD do they have? Hello. Corazzieri. Phew. How is this thing... so expensive? And why is it repairing? You sold me a fucking broken ship? That's pretty nasty. Oh, you got quad launchers. Right. Now, I cannot refit this thing. I'll probably just scrap it because it's awful. I mean, minimum bulkheads. It's pretty okay for speed, but minimum bulkheads is the death sentence. It's very small and light. Low beam, low draft. Spacious quarters. So we're putting 182 men on this thing? Wow, that's a load of people. We're still using... oh, you're using turbo-electric engines. That's what's making you so expensive. 9900% engine cost. Hawks 2, Shaft 3, at least they got Group 4. Electrical 2, standard 20-inch torpedoes. Coincidence 3? Okay, that's very heavily armored. Interesting ship. At least now I know sort of what the Italians have. What their technology is going to be like. Which is not necessarily going to be useful right now. But it does mean that I know what sort of enemy I might be facing if I have to face the Italians again. So their ships are fast, small, and very fragile. Basically like most Italian cars. Sorry, that just potentially insulted some part of my audience. Anyway, I'm looking to get a new battlecruiser. And I still have, what, 1 month left on that research? I really want that research to get completed. I also want to start pushing some more ships out into the Ionian and the Adriatic to start making a bit more of a fuss with the Austro-Hungarians. Yeah, 1 month. So let's see who we can send there. Because I have a couple of ships. We got the Kamoy. That's 10-inch guns. Could be very useful. Everybody muster close to Hong Kong. That's where we're going to form up the fleet. We have the Satsuma and Setsu. Both 1929 Mikahos. That's excellent. If I could bring another battle cruiser or a bunch of heavy cruisers, that'd be most useful. Especially seeing as the Austro-Hungarians are relying very, very heavily on their cruiser fleet. And would like another battle cruiser. Anybody got a battle cruiser? No? I don't have that many battle cruisers left, I think. Fine, we'll just take 2 more heavies. There. I am tempted to send a couple more build orders for heavy cruisers, but considering we're going to be building battle cruisers soon, I don't think I need to. Victory points wise, I'm not doing that well. I mean, yes, I'm winning the war, certainly. But this is not going to allow me to get any reparations from the Austro-Hungarians, who are basically undoubtedly going to get screwed over by the rest of the world. Because they're at war with everybody except Germany. And even Germany isn't their friend. It's not an ally. So they're not having a great time. Here we go. Modern battlecruiser and large cruiser. Now, I have been discussing these things before, and what I really... What? You fuckers did an invasion of southern China? Huh. Anyway, I've been discussing these things before, and what I need from this new heavy... Well, heavy cruiser, battle cruiser, whatever you want to call it, is a ship on the line. It's a generalist, it's bigger than a cruiser, it's smaller than a battleship, it's going to displace about 30,000 tons, and it's going to be mostly a mainstay of the fleet. I also would like it to have some speed. You can do 35 or 36. Resistance is even on both ships. Stability slightly better on the large cruiser. So let's see what I can make happen if I set this thing to 30,000 tons. Let's set it to, what was it, 36.5? Yeah, 36.5 knots. I'm probably going to be paying a pretty penny for this thing because I want to have pretty good engines on it. But that's fine. Oil. Shaft. Balanced rudder. I don't expect to be throwing it into reverse very often. I don't expect to want to slow down very often. Grip 5. Go for medium armor. Torpedo 2. There. Okay then, what kind of towers we get? Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Secondary tower. Would you like to decide which way to orient? Okay. So, guns. I can go up to 18-inch, but they're Mark 1s. I'm thinking Mark 315s. I mean, the guns so far have been outstanding. They've been really, really, really good. The Mark 315s. And I'm thinking of just going dual barrel. Triples are nice, but they might be potentially too heavy for what I have in mind. So basically what we have here is an upscaled heavy cruiser. With battleship guns. That's a thing. Rangefinder, coincidence, sonar 2, RDF. Funnel tech. I put another super on that? No. No. Yes. 178% engine efficiency, that's really nice. Do I want to go for a mixed armament? Like a 15 for big targets, and then a 12 or something for smaller? Because the AI range finding does not like that. It doesn't like it at all. Semi-ballistic should give me more than enough pen. I can throw out light shells. Reloads in 55 seconds if I go to super heavy. Reloads in 65 seconds. I'll take light shells, thank you. As for HE, they should blow away most cruisers, depending on the range. I'm thinking mostly 10-kilometer range to 7.5. So 10 inches of armor pen with HE. Pretty good. If I go to heavy shells, my reload goes to 63, my pen goes to 11. I'm still thinking of that heavy cruiser that I was facing with a destroyer in the last episode. That thing got quite a lot of armor. It had 5.5 inches of superstructure armor, which made it fairly difficult to defeat. And eventually I had to, well, I didn't have to quite quit the battle, but I didn't see a way to victory, so I decided to just leave that one. Ugh, these balconies can only house 3s. Okay, fine. What, and not you? Oh, you're special. There you go. Okay then. Give me 3-inch long barrel guns. That's going to give these guys a range of about 8. They fire every 5 seconds, so that's quite good. What's my turning radius? Because it's a long, sleek ship. 859. I'm considering slimming her down. So reducing the beam, but that also makes her a less stable firing platform. Which is not what I like. I don't want to elongate the barrels on these things, because I generally don't need to. Pull this thing a bit closer so we can reduce the size of the citadel. Push this thing a bit farther back. We're going to move the whole superstructure. I'm going to try and make a fairly condensed ship. Like so. If I slim it down, reduce the beam to -10 or -9. I'm paying 103 million for this ship. And I might be able to make it longer now, but I'm not sure if that's going to be doing me any favors. Because that could give me the room for another 2 turrets. But I don't know if I need that. I could put 8-inch guns as a secondary, I guess. If I have a barbette that's tall enough. I might. You sit over there, you sit over there, you sit over there. Secondary, 8-inch. Yeah, so that can work. Giving me an additional bit of firepower against cruisers and such. It also has possibly a negative impact on my roll. Yeah, the roll is going to be a bit higher. Still, having another 8-inch up there is nice. Now, why am I going 8-inch and not 9-inch? Well, if it's a 9-inch, it's going to be a main gun. And then the game goes, hey, your main guns are 15-inch and they're 9-inch? I don't know how to accurately shoot with that. So we're not doing that. What I can, however, do is make these 8.9-inch guns. And that way, they're essentially 9-inch guns, just a little bit shy of it. Range, 10 clicks. Range, 20 clicks. Let's give these 10% longer barrels for a bit more reach and also a bit more accuracy. Now, that puts me quite nicely within that 35,000 ton displacement that I wanted. We're going to push this a little closer to the main superstructure. Same for this. And same for this. Get the citadel to be smaller. Whoa, whoa. Don't go anywhere now. This is fine. Okay then. Superstructure armor 2 inches. Yes. Main belt armor. I'd like to take 12. And I'll take 4 and 4. I don't expect to need deck armor, but that's generally where you die. If you don't expect to need it, and all of a sudden the game goes, yeah, but actually, then you could be dead. Giving it more draft. Does that boost my recon rating? 44.7. No. Makes it worse? Having a lower draft increases my recon rating? How? Okay. Anyway, a low draft does mean that this thing is a bit less easy to detect itself. I mean, detectability is 9300. And it starts to go up to 10. Spotting range doesn't change at all. Well, in that case, I might as well keep the draft very, very low to make this thing quite useful at a low price and hitting the 30,000 ton displacement. I really like the speed on these things. 36.5 knots means that this thing can keep up and probably overtake any cruiser. HE should be good enough to wipe out most ships in a hurry. Let's give it another 4 inches of inner belt armor. And another 4. Just max these out, would you? There. 6-inch inner belt. Make this 5. 5. 1213 seems like a bit much. What? How much can you get away with? Wow. That's substantial. Really substantial, in fact. Okay. 3-inch superstructure. 4-inch superstructure. Whoa! You're a big girl. A heavily armored girl at that. Okay. 3-5. The 4 weight offset is something I'm not entirely pleased with. Let's see if I can shift everything back just a notch and that way balance the thing out. 3.5. 2.9. 0.1. 0.1. I like this. Now, it was requested that I name one of the ships Gojira, which is, I believe, the Japanese name for Godzilla. It's not exactly Godzilla at 30,000 tons, but it is the ship that I need. It is the ship that's going to be the new mainstay of the fleet. And at 30,000 tons, I can crank these out pretty quickly, probably. It's going to take 20 months. That's a really neat production time for a battlecruiser. As for their, let's see, their predecessor, I think that would be Haruna. They came in at 86 million. They had 8 13-inch guns as opposed to 8 15-inch guns. They also had a couple of 4-inch guns, and I have 3-inch guns, but I have 8.9-inch guns as secondaries. Also, their speed with 30 knots, I can do 36.5. Yeah, I think that the ship that I have right now is just a ton better. The Senyo came in at 23,000 and was also 30 knots. She's 40 million. This thing is 113 million. It's fine. Okay. Save and start buying. I want these things. And I want them to enter service ideally quickly. So, build ship. No, not that one. The Gojira. I'll take 5. No, I'll take 5 of these things. Because they're going to replace a pretty major part of the fleet. I am slightly over the shipbuilding cap now. This probably has to do with... Yeah, goodbye. How many ships do I have of each class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I've got way too many battleships. Have we got any of the old... I could scrap an old Makaho. Because I got a load of those Pikahos. I mean, they're pretty good ships. As they have proven in the recent battle. I only got 1? No, 2 Kaios. The Kaios do need a refit. They're last seen in 1924. Oh, we got a Yamashiro that's ready. That's excellent. You, my friend, are going to Olbia. Oh. Never mind. Completely misread that. Gojira, 27 months, but that is because we're also building some other stuff. These DDs, 6,000 tons. I need to suspend the construction of one of these ships. Fine. Suspend. I am going to have to retire one of my battleships, because at this point, my finances are not going to be able to keep up anymore. So, let's pull one of these ships out of service. And it's going to be the Mikaho itself. Scrap. That'll even up the balance quite nicely. As for the rest of the fleet, we were forming up here, and we now have. So I can start sending these guys also into Austria-Hungary, and prepare for the naval invasion there. I'm not sure if they're going to be showing up on time, but I might as well send them and not have them, rather than the other way around. Now, I'm not sure why these guys aren't all formed up. That's 6,300 men. That's 10,000 men. Okay, there's your answer. These fleets are too big. They cannot be combined into one. Okay then. We are going to go here. Taking me 4 turns. The other group. Destination set. I don't like having my battleship escorted by 1 cruiser and a destroyer. 2 cruisers and a destroyer. But it's what we have. Okay then. Let's go and party in Croatia. Because that is a very nice port that I do not want the Austro-Hungarians to have. So we're going to hit Croatia. I probably will need... Well, I got a lot of ships out here. I was going to say I'll probably need more tonnage. But I don't know how much more tonnage or how much more army force the Austro-Hungarians are going to conjure up. Let's see what happens next. The invasion of Croatia is going to take a lot of resources, because we need 824,000 tons in order to capture this bit of territory. I swear I was invading Croatia, but I guess not. Anyway, we're taking Montenegro for no apparent reason. And this is going to mean I need 824,000 tons into this area. That's a lot of firepower. Now, this means basically the entire Japanese fleet is going to be mustering here. So I have a bunch of task forces coming in. Here is another one with just 1 battleship. That's the Tango. That's going to add another 76,000 tons. There is another group coming in from here, or 2 groups rather. There's another 2 battleships and another battleship. And we have a new ship for the fleet. She's almost here. The Divine Broadside. Coming in at $13 million a month. And supposedly she's 80% damaged. I suspect she's more like 80% commissioned. So the next month, we're going to have access to this ship. But she was commissioned quite a while ago. Or rather, she was ordered quite a while ago. 38 months ago. So I need to refit this ship. I need to refit this thing, because since then, a lot of tech has improved. So let's go and have a look at the Divine Broadside. Now, her guns look a little small, but that's mostly because the ship is just enormous. The guns themselves really aren't that small. The firepower that we have on this ship is 16-inch guns. Oh, really? This doesn't fit anymore? Why is that? It's because these things got upgraded to Mark IV. Can I push them to a different side? There. Okay, remove you. Put you over there. Remove you. Put you over here. Ship's overweight. Yeah, that's mostly because she has geared turbines. We're going to push that to diesel engines. And now she's even heavier. That's unexpected. Oil. Group 5. There you go. That saved the armor that I needed. Engine efficiency is only 87%. It's not as good as I was hoping. But then again, I don't exactly expect to need a whole bunch of engine efficiency. Her range is good enough as is. Her protection is good enough as is. It's just that I do want... Did I get those autoloaders? No, not yet. Yeah, check. Yeah, we're good. unbalanced rudder is going to mean that she will slow down fairly quickly, but she still has a 1200 meter turning circle. Let's switch that to balanced. That changed the price of the ship by 7 million. Okay, balanced rudder. As for the rest, my aft displacement's a bit high, aft weight offset, so if I can fix that, that'd be great. Maybe throw on a bit more on the forebelt. Hold on, if I just push these guns like here, remove these and push these here-ish. There. Now we're still 4-6. The main problem that I do see with this ship is that it's going to go broadside most of the time, which means that her inner belt is going to be, well, pretty heavily tested. You got Citadel 3. Okay. This changes the deal. If I stick with geared, then it fits. And then force the boilers. No. Balanced. No. Induced. No. Crap. I could keep the ship as is with natural boilers, but my engine efficiency is going to mean that I will not really be able to do very fast acceleration. Then again, 0.04. Okay. If I go to diesels, 0.28. So my acceleration even worsens. Okay, in the best situation that I give him a turboelectric drive, the ship jumps to 1.28 billion from about 900 million. And very, very, very heavy. Okay, I want the gear turbines. I want to get that better Citadel because I believe the turtleback armor is a substantial upgrade over the advanced armored Citadel. So she's going to get that. Sonar 2 would be nice, but it really only means you can see the torpedo coming at you a little sooner. And it probably won't be enough to actually stop me or to do much about it. Yeah, that is kind of as expected. Okay, so this is the ship as is. 13-inch guns, 16-inch guns primaries. That's 18 primary guns of 16-inch. And then we have those 12 13-inchers as side mounts. So, here we go. Oh, RDF. What's my recon value? 10. Basically blind as a bat. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. She's a brawler. She's going to go in there and she's going to just, well, not detect a whole lot of shit, because that's something that somebody else is going to have to do. Anyway, let's see if I can refit this thing in a month, and also push her out into that invasion fleet, because that will definitely help. That will definitely help with my ability to get up to that 820,000 tons, because she's 151,000 tons. So bring 6 of these, which is a bit expensive. Bring 6 of these and you're going to get past that threshold. As the fleet continues to pour into the Adriatic, the Austro-Hungarian fleet's not too happy, and they have made some half-assed effort to try and get the fleet away. The only ships who actually responded to them are the Mogami and the Cyan. These 2 ships will have to take out the Helgoland and the Wildfang. This thing can do 29.5 knots, so not that wild. And this ship is once again really, really slow. 18 8-inch guns, though, is nothing to snicker at. 18 8-inch guns. I got 8 9-inchers, or sorry, 10 9-inchers on my heavy cruiser, so I have fewer guns, but they're probably more accurate. They're probably firing similarly, if not faster. And yeah, I should have very little issues with this thing. I now reload in 17 seconds, and I just unlocked the better reloader. So I need to refit the entire fleet to install those autoloaders. Okay, Mogami, we got 9-inch guns, we got 2 targets. Let's get to work. I quite like this cruiser design. It's versatile enough that if I cannot go fully broadside, I can still have 4 bow-facing turrets, or bow-facing barrels, 2 on the stern, and if you can go broadside or at least angle a little more, you're going to be able to use that secondary turret or that B turret as well. As for the Cyan, 1929 refit of my light cruiser version, and her 7-inch guns, as we have seen before, they really need a couple of nasty scars on something when they start spamming high explosive. Now, oh, you got side mount 8-inchers. That's what you put together. Okay. Oh crap, you already launched? One port, one starboard? Where'd the last torp go? Okay. Either the other torpedo just blew up, or it's off on a vacation. I'm not sure where that last torpedo went. Ship's already badly burning. Can the Mogami actually take a whole bunch of damage from these 8s? No. Superstructure is at risk, but beyond that, not that bad. Overpen. With a 3. Sorry, no, that was the 9-inch gun. So with this 9-inch gun, we can make a couple of pretty decent sized holes in that ship and eliminate it. You think. Oh, no thank you. Cyan. Come around. Smoke. We do have torpedoes going every which way, and this cruiser probably doesn't quite know which way to turn, but at least they know to turn. I think we might have to have a stern talking with this light cruiser, because I don't like torpedoes coming at me this quick. How do you like torpedoes coming at you this quick? Oh right, you're commanded by the AI. I'm sorry. I forgot how extraordinarily good at dodging torpedoes you are. Can we just put this guy out of their misery? Because it looks like they're having a bad day. Miss mate. Go high explosive. Especially in tandem with the heavy explosive shells from the light cruiser. It should be a pretty quick burial for this ship. Bulkheads, standard. Oh, you poor thing. Now it's going to be even worse. Bring about the 2-inchers. Come on. Hello? Oh god, you're not even firing at the target. Hello? My 2-inchers are giving an angle warning. Yeah, I imagine so, because they're not even trying to rotate to the target. I wonder why they're giving me an angle warning. Now the 2-inch guns are finally waking up, but I think it might be a little late, because it looks like Cyan has it well under control. Yeah, you're gonna have some issues there, friend. Do you have an anti-torpedo blister? You do. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a well-placed torpedo salvo. That was all 9 that hit. Okay, Wild Fang. Let's work you over. We have 4.5 inches of superstructure armor. That's serious. I can't pen that with HE. But my semi-armor piercing is ready. Okay, we're going to do a full turn. Now we can use that broadside that I was discussing previous. Turrets are coming about. Twos and 3.4s, trying to burn the thing down. Damage to the main tower. Flooding. Come on. More flooding. I really wonder if I'm going to be able to pull off this naval invasion. That'd be fantastic. Oh, you did. Yep. Extensive fire. Standard bulkheads. Stop using standard bulkheads! It's going to get you killed. Oh well. I am very happy that it was these two ships that did the fighting, because if it would have been other ships, such as a battlecruiser, and it got damaged, then the AI magically beams it over to a port, and I lose about 30 to 35,000 tons of invasion power. So I'm really happy that it was just a heavy and a light cruiser that responded to this fight. I'm also seeing in the log every now and then that the US is very aggressive and regularly clashes with the Austro-Hungarian fleet. So the Austro-Hungarians are losing a load of ships. They're getting blockaded. Their transports are dying everywhere because they cannot get their ships out of the Mediterranean. Well, short of going through the Suez. Let's see how many ships they got left. I want to know. How many ships do they have available? Also, I was wrong about the state of the Divine Broadside, because she's getting commissioned, but it's going to take a bit longer than I hoped. Austria, Hungary, 56 ships available. They're building 24, they got 18 repairing. They have 483,000 tons of ship. And their economy is down to 43 million. Mine has grown to 91, which puts me at a bigger economy than the Soviet Union, the Spanish, under Germany, greater than China. Jeez, the US has 370 ships and they're still building 115. They're now looking at a fleet of 3.7 million tons. What the hell? The Brits, 62. The Brits really got beaten back quickly at that. And especially with a growth like this, the American economy is going to overtake the British pretty soon. Interesting developments all around. Look at this, they got 559 tons of ships. I wonder... No, if we add everything up, we're definitely going to have more tonnage. 26 BCs? Yo, what? Okay. Anyway, if we add all of our fleets up, we're definitely going to have more firepower than the Americans will. Or at least more tonnage. But bloody hell. 26 battlecruisers. I have 6. Wow. Look at this. I'm also claiming all the allies. Germany doesn't have any friends. Austria doesn't have any friends. Italy doesn't have any friends. The British Empire has Australia and the Philippines and Estonia. Mexico likes France. Sweden and Iraq are part of the US. Oh, okay. Anyway, I was talking about the Divine Broadside. She is getting increasingly less damage. So her damage was at 80%, then 60, then 40. So in 2 months, she'll be done with her commissioning, and then I can refit her. So we'll get it done, it's just going to take me a while. Senyo, that ship on order is almost complete. I completed the order for the destroyers. I'm repairing some ships here and there, but mostly the ships are fully ready and are at sea. Oh crap, I was only mustering them and I didn't actually send them. That's bad news, because it means I have lost quite a bit of time and potentially the entire invasion. Seeing as I don't have half of what I need. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I can pull this off. But we're going to be finding out sometime in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on episode 32.